So King Goma had his Garlic Jr. transformation. A lot of people were speculating, is he going to be like Garlic Jr.? I mean, he's even like Garlic Jr. literally on steroids, and Garlic Jr. already looked like he was on steroids. He is massive. He is gigantic. I mean, he basically turned into some giant kaiju type of beast. It's very funny. You see the girl there running off with the jewelry, the thotty, after she got the okay from him to take everything. And he honestly didn't care. I mean, King Goma, I got to give it to him. He may be a villain, but he honestly paid that girl for her services, giving him the eye. You know, he was like, take whatever you want. She thought she was going to get in trouble. He's like, nah, fine, take it. Just, I'll pay even extra, 100K if you put the eye on my forehead. And, she was still like being a little salty with him for some reason, but she agreed to do it. King Goma, you got to give it to him, even though he's a villain for that. But anyways, his transformation, doesn't he look a little bit like Jiren? Like, what the hell? Like, look at the back here. He looks like he's ready to join the Pride Troopers. And look at the freaking gat on this guy. Like, looks like he's been doing some squats, some back workouts. And he looks very beastly. We get to see his face here. And man, yeah, he does look like a Demon King now. Now, again, the third eye, it seems like it's a very big boost for him to go from basically, I guess, weaker than Babidi, it was implied, to now he can fight like Majin Buu or beyond level threats. Makes you think, again, like, man, Deborah was a real dumbass for giving up this eye. If he had this eye, he could have easily won. He could have been the top villain of the freaking series if he had this eye. Deborah really dropped the ball there and wasted his potential. But yeah, this episode was also titled DEGESU because a lot of people were also speculating that DEGESU was going to turn. And yeah, he did. It seems like everybody has hidden agendas in this show. But DEGESU ain't no ZAMASU. He was grinning like ZAMASU, but he got his ass clapped by Glorio and Piccolo. Glorio threw some shit at him, and then freaking Piccolo came in, hit him with the karate chop, and took him out. So yeah, that's pretty embarrassing because I remember ZAMASU, he was actually pretty OP. ZAMASU was like, bare minimum even before he, wanted to kill Goku. He was like Super Saiyan 2 level. Goku was sparring with him pretty well, and that was after lots of training, so you can argue that he's way beyond that. And this guy got freaking karate chopped by Piccolo. Now, and this is, before Battle Gods and everything. So yeah, Supreme Kai's brother is an L. I also thought it was funny how Goku, he asked the Supreme Kai, he's like, so, your brother, he wants to rule the demon world. And, the brother is, Supreme Kai's like, so why do you want to rule the demon world? And he's like, that's what us Glens do. Like, we want power. Again, totally on ZAMASU time. And Goku's like, the Supreme Kai, like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing criticizing your brother? Like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I rule and oversee everything. Kappa, I rule everything. Everything's great. So, it's kind of funny there. And he even smirks. I mean, he's smirking. Let's see if I get the shot here. Oh, man. So you got the brother. Yeah, Supreme Kai has this smirk on his face. Like, yeah, I oversee peace and order in the universe. Meanwhile, you got Frieza killing people. And of course he failed on all the Boo stuff, so even he knows with that smirk that he failed. A little stinker. So maybe Supreme Kai is not that different than DEGESU after all. You also got to see this episode, just really funny, the scuffed Ginyu Force guys show up and Vegeta just claps them. He's like, listen, I deal with the real deal, you guys are a joke. And he just like easily kills them, well, not kills them, but beats their ass, and they get tied up, and then Goku steals their chips, which is hilarious. And then at the end of the episode, we get to see them go for the last Dragon Ball. But if you remember, Irinsu already got it. So, yeah, they're going to have to face off with Irinsu now. But then you got King Goma. So I don't know, like, how long is this fight with Irinsu and Majin Buu and Ku going to go? But we see in the preview that there's some sort of fight over the Dragon Ball. And interestingly enough, in the preview, we kind of see, it seems like Glorio is fighting with them. He didn't, turn with Irinsu. So maybe he's going to be like a double agent and he's going to turn on Irinsu. It seems that way. Very interesting to think about. You see him right there blasting with the Supreme Kai. So, maybe Irinsu's plan isn't going to go so well for her. She's not going to be able to get that last those other 2 Dragon Balls. She's only going to have the one. And then King Goma, and they're all going to have to team up to defeat him. But again, we still have a few episodes left. Is King Goma really going to be the final guy? I feel like Irinsu might still have a trick up her sleeve to get the Dragon Balls or get the third eye or something. And who knows, maybe DEGESU will wake up, but no hope on that. Or maybe there's a whole other villain we haven't even foreseen yet, perhaps. But yeah, overall, this was a really, fun episode. We're going to get an even crazier episode next week when we get the real big battle. And it's going to be something. It's going to be great. It's going to, I'd say we're eating pretty good. A lot of people complaining this series is, I would say it's still above average, still better than GT by far. Even if there's certain things that are copied from GT or certain things that are similar, this series does it way better and is way more in line with Toriyama and his Dragon Ball style before Z and everything. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I would say the episode, I'll give it probably a solid 8.5 out of 10. Next episode, maybe even better. Honestly, maybe even give this episode a 9 because I really did enjoy it. Honestly, even though it was a build-up episode. But next week, probably gonna be a 10 out of 10. But yeah, wherever you are, have a fantastic day and peace out.